cat. I can't even. Oh God, what is going on? Why is there a horse? This is funny. Anyway, I guess we got a cool countdown here, guys. With flowers? Wow. It told me to hit this button so I could do a countdown. So I guess it's doing it. I wish there was a better. I'm gonna make a better one. I don't know. I feel like we only have Kirk in here. What's up, guys? I moved things around now. There's like it's not all up in my face, but I don't know if I really like this angle. What's up, Salt? Um, I don't know. We're trying to figure it out. Can you guys hear me okay? That's the biggest thing. Can you hear me? How's it sound? How's it look? It's less up in my face, which we'll see how that goes. I don't know. Oh God. I got a little table over here that I'm sitting at. Roman Summers, Lucas, how is everybody? Happy Friday. This is the boring live. Last live we did at the skate park. That was the fun live. This is the boring live. So yeah, dude, there's a horse in the intro and everything. Wow, I can't believe it. That's so funny. So anyway, oh my God, Lucas, happy birthday, Dad. That's cool. We got the bang. We're back on the Star Blast bang. Here's the deal. Walmart doesn't have the Ghost energy drink, so I switched back to Bang because they're $208 at Walmart. They're like 3 something at Circle K. It's insane. You're blowing up balloons. Dope. I moved the light away a little bit. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out this different setup. Hey, what's up, Chief? Dang, Chief, you canceled work just for this? You don't have to do that, man. What if I didn't show up? Like, yeah, what if I didn't show up to the live stream and then you just missed work for nothing? You'd probably, I don't know what, you'd probably be mad at me. That's what you'd do. But anyway, glad you're here, Chief. What's up, Victor? Salt's been working on, he's stupid close to bar spins. Look at that. Oh, wait. So now there's a different way for me to show these up on here. Oh, and look. So what I was using before to stream was called Melon, and it was okay, but it was pretty expensive to get 1080 quality, which I feel like it should be at 4K. It's 2022. Why isn't everything 4K? Why is this 1080? It's terrible. But anyway, this is a different thing, and I don't remember how I ended up on this website for this streaming service, but it's way, way, way better than Melon was, and it's cheaper. But what I'm trying to do right here real quick is change, my text style to brick maybe? You guys tell me what you think. Does this look good? Sounds fine. Does that, I don't know, it looks, all these, they look kind of, so what I'm talking about is the text on the screen. They look kind of bleh, they look kind of bleh. So let's keep changing it. I don't know if you guys like that one. This is the sleek. No, I don't like that. That's okay. That's probably the best. This one, what do you guys think? So elegant, modest, sleek, bubble. Oh, that's okay. Brick, no. Digital, no. I think elegant's probably the best. And I think I can change where it's at. Oh, look, oh God. Oh God, now I'm smaller. Hey, what the hell? Okay, there it is. I'm gonna quit messing with things. I'm really screwing everything up. We're changing that. That looks okay. Anyway, I've got to go. Oh my God. I got to go turn on my camera. I got to go hit the record button and record this. Hey, so what did you guys think about the top 11 video? What did you guys think about that? Was that good? Because I used a green screen. So now there's a big green screen back there. And I set up the green screen and made it look like the background was my room, like it normally does. But then it wasn't because it was a green screen. So then I could put videos of the bikes and put all kinds of stuff behind me. And that probably took me 20 hours to edit, I'd say. Did it in 2 days, just banged it out. But was it worth the extra effort? So most of my videos are like this. And bike number 1 is the kink whip, and bike number 2, and that's kind of boring. So I wanted to mix it up with the green screen, but it took so much more time. So the question is it worth the extra time, or does it, does it actually look that much better? I don't know. Let me know. I'm going to go hit the record button on the camera. Now, okay. Anyway, the camera's 6 miles away now because I'm using a different lens, and it better not put me out of focus. That'll make me angry. Anyway, okay, so I'm going to go through your guys' comments, see what's going on. But first I'm going to go to my live and just make sure that I like to pull it up on YouTube and just make sure everything's going how it's supposed to. Also, oh my God. So you guys noticed the thumbnail's different? I'm sure you noticed that. Guess why? Guess why the thumbnail's different? It's a great story. I bet you can't guess. You'll never guess. My live. So basically, the thumbnail's different because my hard drive has probably 3 terabytes of footage. So like everything I've been using on that hard drive, everything I filmed, every live, every progression, like I had 3 or 4 weeks of progression videos backlogged that I still needed to edit, the whole Denver trip. Oh my God, 4 or 5 videos that were in the works that I needed to finish editing. They were all on that hard drive, and the hard drive went kaput. RIP. Everyone put RIP in the chat for the hard drive. This hard drive had the last like 8 months of my life on there. And now it won't, like, it turns on, it plugs in, it turns on, but I can't get anything off of it. And so RIP hard drive. It's very sad. But fortunately, like, I don't know, it's not the end of the world. Like I can just refilm a lot of the stuff. Some of it I can't, but apparently you can get the data recovered. I don't know. I heard it's kind of expensive. So maybe I'll do that eventually. I'll see how worth it is to me to get it recovered. But as of right now, it's kind of like very, very sad. So I bought this. It's a solid state drive. It's a Samsung solid state drive. It's only 1 terabyte instead of 4 terabytes like that other one, and it cost more than the 4 terabyte normal disk. It doesn't really matter, but this is way faster, and hopefully it's more reliable. I don't know. RIP, dude. It's a terrible day to be Dougster Bob. What a day. Anyway, okay, so I'm going to go through the comments right now. First, I just want to shout out everyone who came in here first. We got Kirk, we got Chief, our favorite. Oh, Kirk and Chief are both from Australia. The Australian people are here. Do you guys like the stream being a little bit later? What is it over there, like 7 or 8 in the morning now instead of like 4? So we got Kirk, we got Chief, we got Salt, we got Lucas, Antonio. What's up, Antonio? Antonio's always in here. Roman Summers, and Victor C. We love Victor. Victor, how's it going, bro? I haven't heard from you in a long time. All right, dope. Okay, so now we got those first few people in here. Guys, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me. These streams are the highlight of my week. I hope they're the highlight of yours. I don't know. Chief missed work to visit here, so good job. I love that. Oh, there might have been more people, but it didn't show me all the comments. But anyway, we've already got 47 comments. So who's talking about manual? Oh, this is Chief's question. All right. Chief says, good day, mate. Hope you're well. Manual machines, are they worth building? Also, if you were a beginner, how would you spend an hour and a half practicing 3 times a week? I love your work, sir. All right, Chief. Personally, I've never used a manual machine. Isn't that crazy? So I talk about manual machines a fair amount, but I've never actually used one that I can remember. So I learned manuals the good old-fashioned way. You just sit on your bike and you ride around, you pull up and you manual. This is, and it's hard for me to relate because I've been doing manuals for so long. Like it's hard to think back to when I first learned them. But a couple things that stick out in my head is parking spaces. I would go, we had the park is called the Lions Park, and there's parking spaces there. And I would just try and manual as many parking spaces as possible, even if it's just 1 parking space. So I'd go work on that, the manual, get 1 space, 2 space, 3 space. What's also going to happen is you're going to tip over a lot. So you're going to be manualing and you're going to loop out and you might fall on your ass. I don't know. It's probably going to happen because it's such a weird feeling to jump off before you loop out. Like you figure that out eventually, but right off the bat, you don't understand what's going on and you loop out. So there was one of our bike school members was practicing manuals in grass. And I thought that's a weird thing, but it totally makes sense now that I think about people looping out on manuals is that, you know, you are going to loop out. And if you're going to fall on your butt, it's better to do it in grass while you figure out how to hop off. Now, manualing in grass is a little unproductive because grass doesn't roll, but either way. So, so the manual machine can save you from that too. It can save you from the looping out, and then you can gradually build up. You can find your tipping point essentially. And with that thing attached to your front wheel, you don't actually tip over. In the manual, I feel like your constant goal should be to find the balance point. And for the most part, your balance point is right before you tip over backwards. So you want to keep the bike just below. There's a point here where if you pull back too far, you're going to loop out. And you want to keep the front wheel right before that point. So to get to that point, you've got to loop out a few times to find where the balance point is. Now, the manual machine is something that's going to help you with that. But I think while you're rolling on the ground, it's going to be more difficult than it is on the manual machine because you've got your wheels spinning, you've got actual momentum moving. So the balance is just a little bit different than it is on the manual machine. So what I would say the manual machine is helpful for is for finding that balance point and getting awareness to where it's at. I want to say it was Ryan, one of our other bike school members, built one, and he posted daily videos working with his manual machine. So he posted a video in the members group on the manual machine, holding it, and you can see a lot of them are kind of squirrely, but then he locked into one and sat into it pretty good for a couple seconds. It would have been a 3-4 parking space manual. And then he did that for a few days and went out and actually manualed. And you could see linear progress. Like he did genuinely improve from the practice on the manual machine. So it does help you find the balance point, in my opinion, but I wouldn't rely on it completely. Like it's a tool to use to get the full manual, but it's not the complete fix is the best way to put it. Use it to help you get better at it. But if you're not actually manualing, then it's not doing you any good. I mean, that should go without saying, but I feel like I got to mention that. So anyway, that's the manual. That was a big, long rant about manuals. You guys tell Chief in the comments, you guys who can manual, what helped you figure them out? And did you ever use a manual machine? I see Kurt going through commenting that and giving him some advice, but you guys, everyone else who can manual, do it. Okay, second part of the question. How would you spend an hour and a half practicing 3 times a week? Where you're at, Chief, just starting out, the basic fundamentals that I tell everyone to start with and to work on right away is going to be bunny hop, fakie, and manual. I just think those are the 3 things. Bunny hop obviously is most important because it's going to it leads to every trick, right? You can't bunny hop bar spin, you can't 180, you can't half cab, you can't do any of those tricks without the bunny hop. And so to skip over the bunny hop and work on different tricks is just crazy. Spend a good chunk of that time working on bunny hops. There's different ways that you can do to improve it, like start on flat ground. Gabe, another bike school member, would find boxes in his garage and stuff like that and put it out on the road and find varying heights. So the first one may be 6 inches and he'd hop over it. And then if you land on it or you case it, the box just collapses and you don't die. Like that's way better than I don't know, a football. A football might kill you. I don't know. But so find things like that. Keep it interesting. Find different heights to hop over, things like that. And then so anyway, spend that time working on bunny hops. A good portion of that hour and a half I'd spend on bunny hops. And then when you get bored of bunny hops, mix in a manual or a fakie, alternate those 3. But don't spend the whole hour and a half on just those 3. That's going to get boring for you. So I'd spend about half that time working on those 3 fundamentals that I mentioned. Spend, 45 minutes working on bunny hop, manuals, and fakies, the 3 of those, mixing them up. And then the other half doing something that's fun for you, whether it's cruising the skate park, the pump track, just riding street, like whatever it is that brings you joy while you're out on the bike, do that. Because in the effort of progressing at something and getting better at something, you can't do your best work. You can't do anything good if you don't enjoy what you're doing. So if you feel miserable working on bunny hops, manuals, and fakies, Like, don't spend the whole time doing those 3 tricks. Spend the other half of the time having fun on the bike, because again, that's what it's all about. So I'd split the two up between that. Because like I said, you got to have fun on the bike. Otherwise, you're going to resent the sport and sell your bike. And we don't want that to happen. So anyway, that's how I would spend the time. Chief, that's my recommendation. I hope that helps. I'm going to skip down real quick and read your guys' manual advices for him, just so I can clump this together into one video. Let's see. So Kirk says, I don't think manual machines are necessary, but may help you learn to manual quicker. I don't know for certain. I learned by picking up a line on the ground and manualing to get past it. Okay. Biggest tip he can give you is to get your tailbone over the rear axle while keeping a finger on the rear brake, being ready to pull it in case you start to loop out. Kirk, excellent advice. That is the most perfect advice. Yeah, very good, very good. Yeah, so you want your back end to be over the axle. The farther back it is, the more there's this leverage. The more leverage you have getting up into the manual, and that's a big thing. A lot of people pull up with their arms. That's a no-no. If you're in bike school, the manual video goes super in depth about your placement and maneuvering and stuff like that. But there's other how-to videos out on YouTube. So yeah, Kurt, very good advice. What's the other? Breakfast cereal boxes are great to practice bunny hops. Okay, yeah, you can stand them flat so they're this tall. You can stand them up so they're this tall. Very good. Eat My Salt says, keep your knees bent and pump. Locking out your knees loses your ability to pump and shift your weight. And so what Salt means by that is, to me, pumping, he means moving your hips forward and backwards. So in the manual, when you're about to loop out, you want to move your hips forward and get your butt closer to your seat, and that's going to drop the manual down. And then the other part is when you're about to drop your front wheel, you move your hips back and get it farther out over the axle, and that brings the front wheel up. And so you're constantly moving your hips back and forth to stay in that balance point. And yeah, and just like Salt says, if your knees are locked out, you can't do that. What's up, John? Okay, let's see. So Salt says, if you're about to loop out, let go of the bike, jump off, run so you slam and run. No, don't slam on your face. Get away from the bike, though. Don't hold on to the bike. You're going to fall, I promise. And you got to ditch the bike. Okay, I don't know if I see any other tips, but hey, I just ordered a helmet. What's up, Herb? All right, cool. All right, so now I'm going back up. That was a long answer to the question, but I hope it was helpful for you, Chief. I'm going to find another question. We'll see if we got anything else. Salt, just out of curiosity, he says he's super close to landing hot bars. What's hanging up? Are you taking your feet off? Are you not getting both hands on? Like, what's the hang up here? I'd love to know, because it's different for everybody. And yeah, let me know. I'm curious. See if it's focusing. Is it focused? I feel like it's focused on this. Do I look blurry? Tell me if I look blurry. I think I am blurry. See, now I can't like tap the screen to focus on me, but hold on. I'm gonna tap the screen. I'm kind of in the middle, so. How's this? I want this to look good, you know. The reason I switched it up is so that it's better quality. Now I think it's worse quality. Now I'm extra blurry. This is fun. This is fun. This isn't fun. But it's because I wasn't sitting there. I need someone to sit here while I tap the screen. Well, this is just what it's like to be I'm just a mediocre YouTuber, guys. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm just winging it. Mediocre YouTuber, okay? Bear with me, okay? Anyway, Salt said, what did Salt say? I saw your comment, Salt. So it's a combination of his feet coming off, sometimes, and he doesn't catch the bars around, so both. Okay. Yeah, for me, I would hop up, I'd throw the bar, I'd catch, and then this hand I'd just like, I could never get it back on. So what helped me with that, I don't know if that's your problem or the feet, whatever, but bus driving it. And that was, my grandpa was like, oh, you should just try it rolling without picking the bike up. And I thought, that's weird. But I tried it, and the only way to get it around was to bus it. I jumped out, landed it next try. It was the craziest thing. But then people are going to make fun of you for busing, but it's okay. Don't listen to them. It's okay. Hey, Raider Al, how you doing, Raider Al? Hope everything's going good for you, man. It's good to see you in here. Thanks for coming on. Jordan Garrett says, what are your thoughts on Tall Order Pro Completes? I don't know. Honestly, I get asked it a fair amount about specific tall orders, and I can go kind of look at them and give my thoughts, but I've never looked at the whole line. And I should add them to the app and everything. I added other bikes that weren't on there. Like I went through and got the rest of Colony's line added on there, and somebody else. Either way, I should put Tall Order on there, and I never think to do it. So I'll do it, but not right now, but I'll do it eventually. Anyway, I feel like for the most part, they're decent. Same with Collective. Like you can get high-end versions of them, maybe not Collective. But Tall Order, you can get high-end completes that are expensive, but also good quality. And so that's cool, you know, but it's also going to be the same thing like Fly or We the People. The lower end versions of them are going to be pretty overpriced for the quality, but I'm going to just type it in so I remember to put them into the app. But here's the thing, like I want to say this could be totally not true, but I want to say a majority of the bikes are like the same. The majority of complete bikes are the same. It just depends on their parts package. So like Kink has their own Mission parts package that they use, and We the People uses Salt and Eclat, and Sabrosa uses Shadow or Rant, and Collective, I wonder what Tall Order is using. They might just have their own list ones, or they like Fiend, for example, uses Mission. So Fiend's using the same parts package as Kink, and it's interesting. Wow, are you not going to tell me anything about this bike? If I click on Tall Order Ramp Bike, it just says Tall Order Ramp Bike, 20.5-inch top two. Well, that doesn't give me much to go off of there. That's funny. The brake style. Salt says, what 2.35-inch tires would you recommend for street? I've been through 5 sets in 2 years and still haven't found one I'm going to stick with. Yikes. What I honestly, Salt, just keep trying different tires, shift through them. I use the Demolition Momentums. Those are my favorite. And I was kind of the same as you. I'd go through different tires. Like I'd try one pair and I'd hate them, try another pair and hate them, or they wouldn't last. And I just keep cycling through them until I found something that I really loved, that fit my style, that was light, that was cheap, and gripped good for the most part. And so once I found that, then I just stuck to it. So I think it'll be the same for you. You know, keep trying out different tires. You've been through 5 sets. Now go on to number 6. Maybe you'll love it. Maybe you'll love number 8, but keep trying different ones until you find something that you fall in love with. Demolition Momentums are my recommendation, but also not for everybody. So yeah. Chief says, question, the Trust versus the Williams. The Trust wins, but you rank the Williams higher. Yikes. I don't know. I don't remember. But what I was going to say on that is that a lot like that comparison video, which I don't remember doing, but I must have. Like I know I have My goal was to try and do 1,000 videos a year, which would be 3 videos a day. So it's impossible, but it's my goal. And so I'm just trying to put out a ton of videos. But oh, look, let's see. Pink Williams are the We the People Trust. So this was a live question. Okay. But anyway, Chief, what I'm getting at is the reason I developed the Dougster Bob app and the whole scoring system is so that I had a comprehensive list of bikes that I could that was there. Because when I first started this out, when I first started the channel and everything, a lot of this was opinion. And I didn't like that, but it's the only way that I could find to do it. It's oh, well, do I like this bike more? Do I like this bike more? And I'd have to do it off opinion. And it's a big flaw in it, because how do I give good advice and recommendations without opinion? So then I spent probably 4 or 5 months coming up with a formula, in a sense, to score bikes based on different things. And then I updated the version to add more things to it, so it's more fine-tuned, because some bikes were scoring higher, even though other bikes had more aftermarket parts and stuff like that. So I changed it around, and now where it's at, I'm pretty confident with it. And so this most recent video, the Williams scoring higher on the quality score, was based off of the complex formula in the Dougster Bob app or the score sheet, whereas this one was more so just I don't know, I kind of like the trust more. And the older reviews are the same way. I think I did a top 7 bike video, and I just kind of picked up the first one I did in 2020 or 2019. I just kind of picked it out of thin air. I'm oh, this bike's cool, this bike's cool, this bike's cool. And yeah, and so I don't know. Anyway, my whole thing was just make content. I'll figure it out as I go. And so now I'm confident with where it's at. It's not opinion anymore. The list on the app isn't necessarily my opinion, but it's pretty concrete based off of everything on the app and everything like that. Whereas before it was opinion and just kind of I don't know, this looks good, this looks good. So yeah, but it's close. They're both pretty close. Actually, no, the Williams scored quite a bit higher. And I think it was because the Williams has aftermarket bars and forks, whereas the Trust's core components aren't aftermarket. And so that's the reason the Williams is going to score higher. But, like I said early on, I was just nah, Trust looks cool. So anyway, that, I don't know. I feel that's a lot of people wouldn't admit something like that, but whatever. That's the truth, real truth. Renee says, every time I try to 360, I end up doing a 180 while landing with my head looking back. So I don't stop turning my head, but something is missing. Any ideas? Oh, I gave away my finger bikes. If I have a little bike, I could show you on. But anyway, so you're trying 360s when you land. While landing with my head looking back, I end up doing a 180. Which way is your head looking this way? It's so hard, Renee. Again, if you're a member, post it in the group so I can actually see the video and give you that feedback on there, because I don't really know what's good. It's so easy to see a video of somebody doing something and give them advice that way. But I can try my best. I think for your 360, if you're doing the 360, what I see with a lot of our members is you'll do the 360, you'll turn enough to get around 90 or 180 or so, but your head's still looking forward. So you're hopping, you're turning like this, and that means your head's turned around when you land. And if you think about it, your head is turned technically, but it's turned the wrong direction. So when you hop, when you do a 360, your head needs to be turned the way that you're spinning. So if I'm spinning left, my head should be looking over like that. And if you're hopping, you're doing a 360 and your head's looking this way, you're doing it all wrong. Your head is doing it all wrong. So if that's your deal, I mean, the solution is simple, right? I think everyone here can figure out the solution, that you need to turn your head the other way. Now, if the problem is something else, your head is turning the right way or backward, I don't know. Either way, the 3 parts of the 360, I think 3, get a good carve. And so carve for the 360, good carve, gets that snap going. Hop as high as you can, pop up, turn your head with the carve, and then suck your knees up. And that's going to finish the spin. Those are like the three things. As long as you're carving good, you're hopping up good, you're sucking your knees up, and you're turning your head, the 360 is going to come around. Come around, not come around. Come around. I guarantee it. I gotta pop my neck. Tell me if you can hear this. Oh. Anyway, so that's, I usually do my foam roller like in the morning before I get going, and that makes my that pops my neck. But I didn't do it today, so I had to just pop my neck. John says Dan's Comp has 2022 kink bikes on sale now. And yes, they do. I heard it. Our friend Mike let me know yesterday. And so if you guys are still looking for bikes, they're about, what did he, I think he said 20% off or something crazy. Like the Switch, Jesus Christ, the Switch is only $500 right now. Wow. Bro, we gotta, guys, buy kink bikes. This is a good deal. I've never seen them this low. Oh no, the whip's not on sale. The whip's still 500, but they only have it in store. Yeah, they're out of stock on the whip. But what's extremely exciting is, do you guys know what's exciting about discounted complete bikes? Anybody know why this is so exciting? Anyone? I'm gonna post this. This is the link to the bikes, guys. If you click that link and buy anything from Dan's Comp, you're gonna make me a small amount of money. So I really appreciate it if you're gonna buy anything from Dan's Comp to click the link, buy it, because then I get credit for that. But anyway, those are the kink bikes that are on sale. And these prices are insane, actually. But what I was gonna say, what's exciting about that is when 2022 bikes come on sale. Let me see if anyone guessed it. That means that 2023 bikes are coming. That's what John said. Good job, John. Yep. 2023 kink bikes are on the way. Now, we don't know when. We have no idea when they're coming, but they are coming. So that's very exciting. And I wonder what the 2023 bikes are looking like. I emailed the marketing guy at Kink yesterday. As soon as I heard about the sale, I was like, does that mean 2023? And then I heard, yeah, the 2023, but we don't know a timeline. So I was like, hey, Jake, you got to get me the 2023 info. Like, I need to know. I don't know if I'll get any info, but if I do, I'll let you guys know. I'm trying to find out. So 2023 kink bikes are coming out. 2022 kink bikes are at an insane price. Wow. Hold on, share. We're gonna share a screen. I don't know how this works, but let's look at it. Oh, I can only do Chrome tab. Hold on. Stand by. Hold on. Yeah, this app is killer. Okay, Kink BMX bikes. We're gonna share the screen. How's this working? Oh, why isn't it on the screen? Do I have to? What a hunk of junk. Oh, there it is. Okay, 2023 kink bikes. Here they are. You guys know what these bikes look like, but no kink whip, out of stock. But the kink switch, $509. Limited quantities available. That means they're almost out. The kink cloud is $629. Oh my gosh, Dakota. What's Dakota sending me a picture of his bike? Kink Gap is $379. Like, with these prices, the value scores just go through the roof, insanely through the roof. Like, this is probably over a 10 right now, because the Kink Whip sets the standard for the value score, $500 in the quality score. This has a higher quality. Yeah, wow. Anyway, these are great prices, guys, and I'm more excited about the 2023 bikes. But for you guys who've been holding out, like, this is a great time to buy a bike. For you, I feel bad for anyone who bought a kink like last week. They're like, yeah, I got a 2022 kink switch. And then not only did the 2023 bikes are coming out soon, they also overpaid. Damn. I hope nobody ended up with a kink bike the last week. But Okay, anyway, going back through, looking through the comments, looking for questions. Samuel says, "How do I make my bunny hop look good? They look kind of trash, even though I can hop high." Um, what most people do, like you see the pros kind of steeze out a bunny hop or something, is the big the biggest thing is sucking your knees up. Without sucking your knees up, you can hop high, but they're going to look kind of eh. But not just sucking your knees up. What really happens, what really makes that extension happen, is when you push your arms out. So sucking your knees up and pushing your arms out go together. And most people forget about the pushing your arm out part. They jump, they suck their knees up, and they're like, "Ah, why do my bunny hops look bad?" No, promise, if you do that, you suck your knees up and push your arms out, it just makes the bike like dip down a little bit. It looks really steezy. And if you the pros, what they'll do is they'll suck their knees up and push their arms out, but euro it. So they'll kind of tweak the bars a little bit so that they're pulling in with one arm and pushing out with the other arm, and it puts it like a cool little euro. That's really hard to do, but you know, it's possible. It's possible. So anyway, Samuel, yeah, hop up and put your knees out. Put your arms out. Suck your knees up, put your arms out. John says, "Is that the sweet tooth hanging in the back?" It is. This is the sweet tooth. It's a good bike. It's been through a lot, but it's a good bike. I think one of my goals is to build it up more park specific again, like put tie spokes on, just buy a bunch of new parts and make it parks, or get a park specific frame. I'm not too sure. Um, hey, what's up, Jared? How you doing? Dude, Salt is just as hyped about Jared. How's it going, Jared? You went to Culver's, man. We don't have a Culver's here, but a couple times in Arizona I've been to one, and they're good. Is it custard instead of ice cream? Ooh, ooh, I want ice cream now. TXTJO says, "Is the kink switch gonna last if I'm doing things like big 180, 360 drops, and like 10 stairs?" Dude, 10 stairs is crazy. You're insane. But yes, for the most part, like no bike's gonna last, right? Even my fully custom bike doesn't last. Like I have to replace parts here and there. So the just it's hard to put a timeline on that, because like, are you clean with your riding? Are you sketchy with your riding? Do you crash a lot? Do you ditch your bike a lot? The frame isn't aftermarket chromoly, so it's not heat treated. It's not I think it has gussets, but it's not double butted tubing and things like that. So it's just a full chromoly frame, forks and bars. So it's going to last longer than a kink gap or something high tensile steel, but it's not going to last the same length as something that's aftermarket. So what I'd recommend for you, TXTJO, is if you go with the switch, get the switch and just upgrade parts as you go. So start upgrading the core components first, get some bars, get some forks, get some better, the double wall wheels are pretty decent, get some better cranks. And then as you go, eventually you'll have a fully custom bike. And if you're replacing parts every few months and like making minor upgrades, your bike's gonna last a lot longer, obviously. Or you can do what I do, and I just wait for something to break. And when it breaks, I get mad for a little bit and then I replace it. So yeah. Saul says, "I will never run cult tires, especially the camo Vans. They're cheeks and then some." Hey, Kirk, what did you think about that dude's comment on the top, the top video? That's so funny. This dude commented here. I'm just gonna read it because I think it's hilarious. Um, Kirk was all, "Well, you should start your own channel and share your wisdom with everybody." I replied to the comment, so I'm not gonna see it. Oh, he says, "Trash bike equals anything not chromoly. Anything with a seat so low you have to spread your butt cheeks and rub your butthole on the seat when you casually ride. Anything with big fat tires that look like something Mr. Burns from The Simpsons had to have revulcanized post haste. Anything that claims to be super stiff. Stiffness is not what you want in a bike, but you bash around on it because it's the bike. The bike will snap in two real fast. And so that comment was all over the place, right? And then Kirk says, really, similar to Doug, you should start your own YouTube channel to spread your infinite wisdom to the BMX masses. I was laughing so hard reading both of those comments. You guys are funny. James says, hey, I just ordered my first custom BMX. Looking forward to building it. Any tips with building it up? Oh, yeah, James, we got lots of tips. No, grease your bearings, your bottom bracket. This is a recent thing that I learned. Before I just hammer it in, right? Just beat it in there. But recently I learned if you put grease on the outside of your bottom bracket and put it in there, it'll go in a lot easier. It'll come out a lot easier. Use grease on pretty much everything when you're putting it together, except your bolts. Put Loctite on your bolts if you have Loctite. But that's the biggest thing. Certain things I think you're going to struggle with. Like it never fails. Something doesn't go as planned. Like for me, the bike build, the video, I don't know if you guys saw the video building my bike. The bike build went together great until I started putting the cranks into the bottom bracket. The freaking cranks did not line up to go through the bottom bracket was a little bit too smaller. The cranks were a little bit too big. I don't know. I greased it, hammered it. Like it was bad. It took me probably half an hour to 45 minutes of just hammering the cranks in there. And then I pull them out, move things around, grease it, try different hammers, try different 2x4, like everything. Almost got a sledgehammer, but I didn't want to hurt my cranks. So anyway, what I'm getting at is be prepared because it's not always going to work out like it should, unfortunately. But so be prepared for whatever is going to happen. Like have a good amount of time set aside, have hours set aside. That way you're not like expecting to put it together in 10 minutes and go out and ride. Like just have a good amount of time set aside, be patient with it and do everything right. Grease it, tighten everything, double check everything too. If you remember at the end of that video, I freaking flipped over the handlebars because I didn't tighten the stem bolts all the way. I tightened them enough to put it together and hold it there, but I didn't crank them down. And then I'm out riding and I hop up and the bars go forward and I flip over. So tighten everything too, James. That's a big tip. Oh yeah, like Kirk says, lots of grease. Yeah, for real. Dude, I'm itchy. You guys, did you see any pictures of my sunburn? So I'm working on my farmer's tan and you can't really tell. Look at the blisters. Look at that. Oh God, it was so bad. This is like a week later. But now it's itching. So I itch all the time. Oh. Salt says, hey, Doug, can you make a poll and see who's riding what bike brands? I'm curious to see what your audience is mainly riding. I can do that. Yes, I'll do it right now. How's that sound? Let's do it right now. But are we looking for complete bikes? Are we looking for like aftermarket parts? I'll say leave it in the comments. So let's say what brands do we need, guys? Help me with the brands. We only get 5. So we're gonna do Kink. Do we even add? I feel like not many people ride Sabrosa. I feel like Kink, We the People, Colt, Fit. Kink, We the People, Colt, Fit. But then we're leaving out Sabrosa, we're leaving out Verdi, we're leaving out Collective, Tall Order, Mafia. Let's see. What are you guys? Someone help me out. What brand should we put in there? Kink, Hoffman, and Sunday. Oh, what's up, David? Tall order. You guys want to put tall order on there? Sunday. Oh, Sunday. Yeah, no, that's a good one. I forgot Sunday. Oh my God. Canceled. Don't cancel me. I'm sorry. So what do you guys like that list? Kink, We the People, Cult Fit, Sunday, or should I replace one? If I should replace one, which one should I replace? Like, let me know. Sunday, We the People, we got it. Hyper indie, mostly just frame brands. Oh, okay. Huffy, no. Fiend, I like Fiend, but I don't think they're as popular. I think I'm gonna just put, if it's other, put it in the comments or something. We'll do what frame slash bike do. Oh my God. I put what do frame bike do ride? What frame slash bike do you ride? Okay. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to send you guys a link to go vote on it. Post. It's posted. Okay, go over here and put it in the chat and go vote. Tell me what you guys ride. What frame slash bike do you ride? Dude, what do frame bike slash ride? Oh, you guys could hear it? I'm at the point when I pop my neck. Kind of heard it. Not too bad. Okay, that's funny. Blicky. Oh, hey, what's up, Paul? Palsy Paul, how you doing, man? This is the I think if I went in like did ASMR with my neck cracking, people would love that. We'd have to give up the BMX though and just start cracking necks. Blicky. Hey Doug, so my Sabrosa Letum ain't a Letum no more. I was gonna send you a picture of the new setup. Yeah, dude, Blicky, send it to Douglas@dougsterbob.com. And I'd love to check it out. If you do it while I'm on the stream, well, I'll throw it up on the screen. What's up, Juju? Yeah, everyone go buy a Switch. Yeah, for real. Yeah, the Williams is discounted. The Cloud. Oh man, I got to send a big email to everyone and let them know. Okay, James, we got your first custom question answered. Sorry it took so long. The way these work, James, and everyone else is like, I start at the top and then I just go through every single comment that way. I don't really skip around very much. So I'll get to your video or your comment, your question eventually, but it usually takes me like, depending on, oh my God. Anyway, now you guys, you can hear me, but you can't see me. What a hunk of junk. Look now, so bad. This quality is so bad. Anyway, so oh wait, it's not. I'm not even on there yet. Okay, hello. Terrible quality, but apparently the webcam's 1080, so I guess we're just gonna roll with it. The freaking $2,000 camera, right? Overheats. It's in the house. It's not even like when I'm outside and I'm filming, I get it. You know, I understand it's 100 degrees out and you're a camera doing camera things. Like it's going to overheat. That's fine. In the house, it's not 100 degrees. It's maybe 80, 70, 75. Drives me crazy, man. Makes me so, because I was watching it the whole time and it's like warning on there. Like, what do you want me to do, Sony? What do you want me to, can't put it in the refrigerator? Jesus Christ. Anyway, we're not even at an hour. Otherwise I'd be like, all right, we're done. We out. But I'll keep going through the comments on here. You guys just have to deal with this quality. Oh, well, it's really not that bad, actually. The new MacBook Pro has a 1080 camera instead of a 720, but still. Put a F in the chat for my for my camera. Anyone want to buy a camera? I'll sell it to you extra cheap. I was shaking my head in disappointment. I think we need a moment of silence. Oh, it makes me so mad. You can't tell, but I'm mad right now. Okay, anyway, I'm just reading through the comments right now. I'm going to find a good question to rant about. David hopped in here. David, thanks for making it, man, even though the stream was super late, but you guys all still showed up. You appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Juju, I appreciate you, man. Yeah, it's been a while, huh? So I don't do, I mean, I guess so what I used to do, guys, only the OGs like Juju would remember this, is what I used to do every single week. The first 5 people in the chat would get a wrench. I just give away moderators like willy-nilly. I'm like, here you go, here's a wrench. So Jared kept his, Lucas kept his, because they were always like, they've stayed in the streams this whole time and they contribute to the conversation and they help out a lot. But yeah, everyone would have everyone would have a wrench. It was so funny. One guy came in the chat, he's all, why has everyone got wrenches here? And I just give them out because honestly, you can't do too much harm. Like some people got annoying with it and would like randomly ban other people and stuff, but it doesn't happen very often. And I'm still looking at the camera while I'm talking. I need to look at this camera. It doesn't happen very often, but it did. And so anyway, that was the OG. Oh, Jared. No, Jared, I didn't know that, but I can, huh? Okay, we can. Okay. I'm going to try my first poll in the live chat. You guys let me know how it goes. I'm not going to get mad, you guys. However you vote, I'm not going to get mad. I just think it's funny. I don't even have beef with Brant, but it's fun. Like, I don't know, it's a little side quest. Like the mission to be better than Brant more. That's my mission. My side quest right now is to be better than Brant. And it's just a lot of fun. But I'm not going to get mad, guys. I'm not going to get mad. Oh, Dougster Bob. Whoa. Just take a picture. I'm sending it. Oh, I'm just kidding. I hope Brant doesn't hate me. It's funny. Oh, dude. Itchy back, man. Hey, what's up, FM for 5? How you doing? Lewis says, I don't have a question today. I just want to thank you for your sour channel. Oh, you're sour. My other channel? The bike school channel, dude, I'm glad that was, I'm really glad that was helpful. I'm kind of sad that it was helpful. We want the bike school channel to be super helpful, but we also like want people to sign up for bike school. So it's hard to, I don't know. We had this dilemma. It's like, do we give away all of the information for free on YouTube and like hope that people will sign up for bike school just to be a part of the community and everything like that? Or do we put a paywall in between the information? Because we know the content's incredibly good. And what we kind of went with is just like a mixture of both. Like we didn't hold back on any of the content on bike school and, but tried to make it more entertaining than anything. And I don't know, we'll see how it works. But dude, I'm really glad it was helpful. I'm so glad. Water cool your camera. Oh, so sad. Stupid camera, man. Stupid camera. I could probably turn it on. We could get another like 15 minutes out of it, but this is fine. The only thing is like I record these live streams because it's good clip content. When I have a good, like what I'm trying to do, and you guys know this who watch all the videos, is that I'm trying to like from these questions, I can make independent videos on, but I need better B-roll over top of them. And I'll start spending more time making them into an actual video instead of just me talking, but they still work out good. Like people still get value from it. And what I came to the conclusion is that not very many people are going to sit through a whole hour and a half long stream but they'll watch a 2-minute clip from it, and so it's still giving value. I don't know. People are weird. Like they're so scared to give out to double post content, but most people don't see the same thing twice. Anyway, back to some questions. Oh, did I win? Duckster Bob won? Yeah, you guys didn't have to vote for me. You're funny. Oh, and I put who cooler. On this other poll we did. So what do we got going on? These polls usually get like hundreds of votes. So we got 15 votes and 20% kink, 33% Sunday. That's interesting. Sundays are great, especially their frames. Their aftermarket frames are incredible. Kinks at 20%. All right. Dope. This setup doesn't really even look that bad, like off this camera. If I, the bicycle sign that I stole. Oh, man, this looks pretty good with this camera. All right, Antonio had to go. Antonio, we'll see you later, man. Thanks for hanging out. It was just been a fun stream, not gonna lie. John says, "We the people envy or Sunday Soundwave." So based off the Dougster Bob scores alone, the Soundwave's gonna win because the Soundwave has more warranted components. I feel like a lot of people agree with me on that, but some people don't. And in a sense, it comes down to preference. But if you think about it, you get a bike with warranted bars and forks with a lifetime warranty, or frame and forks, and you get a bike that has frame, forks, bars, and cranks warranty. Like the one with the 4 lifetime warranty parts is just going to be better, all things considered. But the NV Carbonic scores a 10 technically because of the overpriced wheels, and that puts it at a 10 quality score and a 10 quality score for the Soundwave. So then they're both equal, and then it kind of comes up to preference. But because of the warranty, I say Soundwave. David's thinking about selling the Whip XL. David, is that because you're just going to stick with the Hoffman or what? So, Chief, I really want the camera on for this question. So let me try and turn it on. Oh. The middle finger was directed at the, oh, it wasn't even on the, I flipped off the camera. I thought you guys would see it, but you couldn't see it. Okay, we're back on the camera and the focus on the microphone. This is a terrible day, guys. I'm gonna have to go ride to make up for it. Anyway, okay. So Chief says, Doug, question: does tire pressure quality, tire pressure and quality, how much does it make a difference? My current bike has 60 psi, but the truss will have 100 psi. Will this help my rolling speed? The short answer is yes, it will help your rolling speed, but you're probably not going to run max PSI. I mean, maybe you will. Most people will run 100 PSI tires and still run 65 PSI in them. And some people will run at max. I ride 110 PSI, the Momentums, but I only put them at about 80 PSI. Anything more than that's too hard on my wrists, and it's painful. So you got to find what you can handle. 65 is going to be a lot more comfortable for people. It's going to absorb impact a lot better. But what it does is when your tire is a lower PSI, it's going to spread out more. So then you have more tire on the ground, creating more rolling resistance. And so what a lot of park riders will do is they'll ride 2.1s, really narrow tires, at 110 psi. One kid that I know, this kid named Kyle from Woodward, he'd put them at 120, 130. They're 110 max, but he'd pump them up like way high. I'm like, dude, that's dangerous. Be careful. But anyway, so the higher your pressure is, the harder your tire is, and the less it spreads over the surface that you're riding on, creating less rolling resistance. Now, tread has an effect too. The less tread, the less rolling resistance, so on and so forth. So the short answer, yeah, the high PSI will give you better rolling resistance, or give you less rolling resistance, making you roll farther and smoother. Are you really going to run 100 PSI though? I don't know. I highly doubt it. Most people don't. So therefore, if you're running 65 PSI and 100 PSI tire, like it still wouldn't make, you can put whatever PSI you want. That's, I guess, what I'm getting to is you can run 100 PSI, you can run 50 PSI in a 100 PSI tire. So it's totally up to you. And the more pressure you have in there, the better your rolling resistance is going to be. Less rolling resistance. So anyway, that's the answer. It's going to help, but you probably won't run the whole, the max PSI. Kirk says with Tubalitos, he's pumping his tires up every 3 rides. So Kirk, are they worth the money or no? I have never, they're cool. I get it. If you have money coming out your ears, great. Buy Tubalitos. But for the normal person, like I think about poor Douglas when I was younger, and like we'd buy tubes from Walmart. And then if we got a flat, I couldn't afford new tubes. So I'd put them back in the box and return them and say that they came like that. I only did this a few times. Like I'm not, but you got to do what you got to do. I'm not a scam artist, but damn, tubes are expensive, and I'm an aspiring bike rider. You got to pay for the tube somehow. So anyway, I think about that version of me, and I assume most BMX riders are like that, especially when they're starting out. And so you're like, hey, you don't need to spend $40 on tubes. I promise you, you can get the $3 Walmart tubes and finesse the system to have them for life, especially the slime tubes. They say guaranteed never flat. And if they go flat, you're like, hey, what the heck? Is you get a pinch flat or whatever. But anyway, you didn't hear that from me. YouTube, don't come at me. FBI's knocking. Anyway, are they actually worth it? Because I feel like they're not. I think they're great. The concept's great. They have blowouts though. You get flats. Like it's just, it's a good concept, but it's not there. The technology's not there yet, I don't think. But I'd love to hear your thoughts, Kirk. Yeah, Super Noob has no problem with his Tubalitos. So there you go. You get, some people have big problems, some people have no problems. Keith says, any thoughts on a video going over the spectrum of the BMX bikes from flatland all the way through race? That's an interesting idea, Keith. And I have a different website that's geared towards all bikes, and that I'm kind of working on in my spare time. And now not BMX, so not flatland, not race, but geared towards all kinds of bikes. And it's weird because I'm like, I feel like it should be so easy. You look at the specs of the bike, you can kind of figure out what it's for, you can figure out a little bit about it, and boom. I can do that with BMX, no problem. But when I look at mountain bike and when Jared's talking to me about rollerblades, it's like a different language. I'm like, what does a Shimano 7-piece derailleur mean? Like, what even is that? And I think for me, what I'm getting at, Keith, is I think it'd be the same thing if I started to do race bikes in flatland. Like, I understand, I guess, the basic concepts. Race, you want longer chainstay, you want lower weight. Flatland, you want responsive, shorter stuff. But I don't know enough about it to like be confident making content on it. I don't know. It's tough. Maybe I will eventually. Like I'll start dabbling in those areas. There'd be a lot more money. I tell you that if I did race, there'd be a lot more money in it. I'll tell you what. But I'm just not passionate for it either. It takes a lot of passion to do this much. Phoenix Taylor says, is Mongoose good? To be honest, I don't mind the Legion. What is it? 500 and the 100. Those are pretty decent bikes. Not going to lie. Full chromoly, double wall rims. Yeah, I think they're decent bikes for sure. Now, obviously, the lower end bikes are not good. Their aftermarket Kevin Peraza frame is going to be really good quality. So it just depends what you're getting. Like you get what you pay for. Now, I will say Mongoose is on the better end of things, especially value wise. Like you got to be careful with a lot. So Mongoose is an old school name. GT is an old school name. What else? Redline, older school name. So those older school bikes, those old school bikes, they're capitalizing so hard right now. Like they're screwing, I think they're screwing people because when people rode in the 70s or the 80s or the 90s, like those were well-known brands. Those were the best bikes ever. And like what they're doing now is they're like, wow, we have all this brand recognition from people who are getting back into the sport. We can sell them a hunk of junk bike for an absurd price because now they have the money to pay for, pay higher prices for bikes. So like GT specifically, they're selling bikes that are trash for like $600 and they're just banking off of that GT name carrying them through. And people like, oh, how about a GT? It's like, well, the GT is not as good as it used to be. Um, and Mongoose isn't like that. From what I can tell, like they've stuck with the times, especially sponsoring these riders and doing these events. Like they've evolved with BMX, I'd say. They're not like they're not doing what GT and Redline are doing. That's all I'm getting at. So anyway, the higher end bikes are decent. I will say. I'll say decent. All right, I'm just reading through all of these comments, guys. The camera is not overheating right now, so it's good job. Good job, camera. Yeah, I think I wouldn't replace tall order. We the people on that poll with tall order just because tall order has a good following in the UK because Sebastian keeps there and he does a lot with the brand. But yeah, I wouldn't say uh, that they have near the recognition. I don't know if I see any good comments yet, but we're just going through. Oh, this is when the camera turned off. That's funny. Paul, no, Paul. Paul paid full price for a Switch, and now they're at like $100 cheaper. Call whoever you bought the Switch from, Paul, and say, "Hey, what about I want to return it and then buy the other. So return the one you have if you can, and buy it at the discount." I'm sorry this is boring right now, but I'm just reading through all the comments. I want to make sure, guys, I just want to make sure that I touch on all your questions because I only do this once a week. I know you guys have questions, so I want to make sure I see every question and have a chance to buy it. Bexy said that he was procrastinating buying the Switch because he disliked the colorway so much, but then he was going to buy the whip and upgrade it. But then with the sale, he's like, "Oh, I'll just put up with the color." Dude, I that's a good deal. Like I could go in right now. Did oh I thought I was like, did Brant just post a video? Hey, did Brant do his news thing this morning? I didn't see it. Sometimes I pop on and watch it. So I'm gonna go into the Dougster Bob, like the input side of the app, and I'll change the switch and we'll see what value it gets, just out of curiosity. So we're gonna change the price of the switch and we'll see what the value score. So right now it's $599.98 in the app, and it's got a value score of 8.33. So at the 599 price, it scores an 8.3 in value, which is very good. But now when we change it to what is it? What is it now? 509.99. Oh my God, watch this. Oh my God. Oh my. Oh my. Oh God. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, what do you guys think? Type real quick. What's the value? I think it's going to go over 10. It has to go over 10. The value score has to go over 10, which isn't technically possible, but it is because of what it's based on. So, what do you think? Type it in real quick. What is the value score of the Switch at this new price tag? Um, Okay, you ready? You guys ready? Oh, I lied. I lied, but it's close. Hold on. Let's see what you guys put. Did anyone guess? No one even guessed. Oh, you guys let me down big time. Okay, well, nobody cares what the you guys probably don't care. I could tell by oh good. Bexy guessed. Thank you, Bexy. Can you even see it? Let's see. Can you see that? No, you can't see that. There's no way you can see that. All right. Anyway, it's a 9.8. So it's a 9.8 quality at that current price tag. And I think it's mostly because it's not too much different quality wise from the whip. It's just geometry is different. It comes with pegs. It comes with the free coaster and that kind of thing. 9.8 though, that is the second. The whip is the best, right? At the perfect 10. 9.8. No other bike's that high. So that's a crazy good deal, honestly. Okay, Salt voted for Doug, but Brent's a jib master like nobody's business. Yeah, no, genuinely, I never watched Brent. I never really watched. I don't watch YouTube very much anyway. Um, but his content's very good. It's very helpful. His writing is absolutely incredible. Like the more I work on this stuff, like I kind of look at what he's doing, and there's definitely areas that I think he can improve on, just like there's areas that I need to improve on. But his content's he's a great YouTuber, and I hope he's able to do it forever. Like he's got great, Anyway, I have mad respect for Brant, and I love his channel. But it's kind of fun because I feel like we're working on very similar stuff, and as long as he stays over in his area, I stay over in my complete bike area. Like we're chilling. We don't have any beef, but I'm just kidding. I do think Brant's great content, very good content. Jared said, how did that shot I took turn out? So I don't think I can share it. Let me see. Edit, remove. Oh wow, you can add a camera? What? Whoa, look. Hold on. Hello. Oh, I want to show both of me though. Dang, I can't. Wait, maybe I need to switch it to like this. Oh, look. Look, there's two. This is so cool. That other app sucked. I was paying way too much for that other app. Wow. Um, I'm like a little kid, dude. I'm sorry. I get so distracted easily. Oh, share video. I can. Hold on. Let's find it, Jared. Guys, Jared filmed this clip for me. And guys will have to let me know how he did. When I was in Phoenix, I got to ride with a few people. I feel like it's this clip. Did I film? No, it's not. It's this clip, I think. I don't know. We'll see if it's. Oh, wait. I can watch it real quick. No, it's not this clip. You guys tell Jared how he did with the filming. Jared, actually, you get a 7 out of 10 because he quit filming after I landed it, but then I did a couple more banger tricks. Okay, we're sharing a whole video on the screen, so I don't know if this is going to work. I guess it's got to upload maybe. That's just a picture of me. That's not a video. Look at that picture, though. It's a suicide bar. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Oh, it's sending. It says there's no data. I mean, what the heck? I got Wi-Fi. Oh, well. Audio. I don't know. I just work here. Anyway. Oh, this one might work. It says it's sending. Is the stream good or is it like it's not lagging or anything? Oh well, it doesn't really matter that much. If it loads, I'll play it for you guys. You can see it's kind of a fun idea to to throw that on here. Then you guys can tell Jared how he did. It's a fun clip. Like that little pump track park was a lot of fun. Chief liked the other angle better instead of the camera. Yeah, I don't know. What I look back at some of my like the We the People review videos, and what I've done over the last few years is I've bought more lights. Like I spent more money on stuff to make it better. But then I look back and I'm like, it wasn't that bad. Like I didn't need to spend all this money on green screen and lights and putting my bike on the wall. Like, I feel like it was good how it was. And now it's like sometimes I think that I just what I'm making right now is never good enough, and so I'm always trying to be better. But then after a while, I look back at it, I'm like, it wasn't that bad. Like I could have gotten by with that. But I also just I'm kind of psycho and OCD, and like I just want to be the best possible at anything that I do. And so like I will spend thousands of dollars on camera equipment to be the best, like BMX, YouTube, whatever. And just because I'm crazy, like I don't like to settle at different things. But then again, I look back and I'm like, dude, I'm so dumb. That was fine. So anyway, it's tough. Kirk didn't vote on there. Ooh, this is good. Super Noob says that the Sunday warranty is no joke. He was really taken care of. And that's good to hear because personally, I've never used the Sunday warranty, never had to. Um, Now, profile warranty was kind of a pain, but it still worked out. So that's really good to know, Super Noob, that Sunday actually had their warranty. One thing I think suspicious is like Sunday words it as a warranty, where We the People words it as a guarantee. And the way I view those two is like I feel like warranty is like a warranty, right? Something happens, whatever happens, they're going to take care of it. Whereas a guarantee is like, hey, we guarantee our work, but not everything. And I feel like the guarantee is kind of a cop out. Now, maybe it's just German wording. Maybe that's just how they word things. I don't know. But that's good to hear. Very good to hear. So anyway, guys, David has a Whip XL for sale, maybe very soon, with lots of upgrades. It looks very sick. So if you want to buy David's Whip XL, let him know. Also, if you guys want to buy this thing, best offer can have it. I think I just want to sell it now that I'm unemployed. I need to sell some stuff. So if anyone wants to buy a bike, should I do a raffle? Do you think anyone would do a raffle? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, Chief. So yeah, anywhere between 70, 85 is pretty normal for what most people ride, but yeah, it'll all just be a preference thing, whatever you feel is the most comfortable. And it also, I think it depends too. Like when I ride dirt, I like to pump it up just a little bit more because the last thing you want is your tires to fold up and compress like when you're coming off of a lip. Because that's going to kill your momentum. It's going to buck you over. Riding low PSI on dirt to me is a terrible idea. Now it gives you a little bit more grip, but if you're jumping stuff and your tire folds up, your tire, what's the right word for that? I can't think of it, but your tire does tire things where it compresses up and that kills your speed, that kills everything on the dirt jump. So I'd put my tires up a little bit more. Now street, when you're doing big drops, it's very uncomfortable riding a lot of PSI. So I put mine down to 70 when I'm riding street. And so it should be a fluctuation too, based on what you're doing and things like that. You'll fine tune it. You'll figure out what works for you, Chief. Okay, Chief says last question. Gyros. Well, do you pay for what you get? Any recommendations? Honestly, you guys, I know Jared has a gyro. David, do you have a gyro? You guys with gyros, like answer this question for him because I don't know. I had a gyro probably one time in my life, and it came on the Black Eye Killer Auto that I got. So that's the only experience I've had with it. I quit riding brakes. Like I started riding when I was 13. I took my brakes off when I was 13 and a half, and I haven't had brakes ever since. So I don't know. I have no idea. I imagine it's one of those things that you get what you pay for, but there can't be too much to go wrong with the gyro. Like it's just a bearing plate. It's just a bearing that spins. And I guess with the cable system would be the more your biggest stress on there. But anyway, yeah, I'm the last. Ask Brant. I'm the last person to ask. I don't know. Brant, or phone a friend. Ask Brant. I have no idea. Hmm. Wait. What's going on? We got some argument. What? I'm missing out. I'm missing out. Hold on. So it's the budget option. Like mission is to keep. Dang! Somebody just catch me up. What's going on? So Sunday has been in the game longer. You were saying. I don't know. I can't read all these to catch up and figure out what's going on, but I think you guys, I don't know. You guys know. I don't know what's going on. But that's fun. You know, these are good conversations going on in here. It's good. We're learning a lot. Are you guys learning anything? Has this live been helpful? Hit that like button. I'm just kidding. But I feel like this is very helpful. You know, you guys answering, talking to each other. But we all know, right? Sunday's owned by Fairdale. Sunday Odyssey. Oh, what else? I think it's just Fairdale. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. Sunday, Fairdale, Odyssey. Maybe that's it. There might be even more. But then Kink has Mission. We the People has Eclaw and Salt. Um, See, Sabrosa has Shadow and Rant. So a lot of brands have a higher tier like Eclaw and then Salt, the lower tier. But then Salt is weird because Salt has Salt Plus and I think normal salt, which, bro, why they got to make it so difficult? But I think Odyssey and Sunday are more American manufactured. A lot of the stuff. Maybe I'm wrong. But does that really mean anything anymore? I don't know. A lot of people say that that doesn't even mean anything. Oh, that's interesting. We the People serviced by Full Factory. And yeah, Full Factory does Sunday and Odyssey over here. I don't know what you guys are trying to get at here. I have no idea, but it's fun to read. I don't know. You guys are respectful, having good conversation. That's all that matters. So what we should do, how about the single wall? I feel like you guys know way more. You guys know way more about the manufacturing and whatnot of the bikes than I do. But it would be fun. Dave, the dude that's do, I think he's a team manager for We the People. And oh, hold on, I'll think of his name. Shit, the Sunday team manager. Damn, I follow him. I can't think of his name. It'd be fun to get them like and talk to them at the same time about this. Like, hey, what's better and why? Why do you think that your brand's better? Why do you think that your brand's better? And I feel like what they would ultimately come down to is like maybe neither. I think a lot of it comes down to marketing anyway. I could be wrong, but I feel like a lot of it's marketing and how well they market because they've all got to be so similar. Like, I don't know, but Dave says We the People has a lot of different um, patented stuff that they do that makes their process better. I don't know. I don't know. Super Noob says, Doug, see my review on the L100 in the comments section of a couple of videos people have made. Lots of problems. Oh my, okay. So at first, though, it seemed like a pretty solid bike, but now it's not so solid. Super Noob, if you could comment on one of my videos with your review, that would be super helpful. Tim, hey Bob, what do you think Hey Bob, what do you think on the wheels from Theory with double wall rims? They're very cheap. Do you know the brand Theory? Tim. Hello Tim. Welcome to the live stream. Guys, say what's up to Tim. I think Tim, is this your first time? I'm gonna look at Theory because no, I do not know anything about Theory. Theory BMX, proven BMX tires, predict cassette wheel. From The Secret, huh? I don't know anything about this, but I would love to learn more. Theory. $134 rear wheel with five sealed cartridge bearings, 14 millimeter axle, 36 millimeter wide double wall rim. I mean, it seems pretty solid. It seems pretty heavy, but it seems solid. Yeah, I don't know anything about Theory bikes, but they've got 16. Oh, look, here we go. They're on Instagram. Let's do some research. So this is how we're going to find more about Theory bikes, I think. We're going to look at who they follow on Instagram. They follow Unity, Harvester, Dan's, SE Bikes, Tony's Bikes, Mr. Huncho. We're trying to find a name. Yeah, like who's the Ride Out Supply? I don't know. Maybe not. We're trying to find a name. Pedal Action. Kings. So they follow a lot of bike shops. They follow The Secret. They follow Collective. Maybe they're Collective's brand. I don't know. Merit, Pusher, Billy Perry. God, what? They don't follow Dougster, Bob. What the heck? No, yeah, man. I have no idea about Theory, but I'll do some research. I'll learn some more about them. It's a good question, though. They seem good. Like for the most part, most of them are fine. Like a double wall rim with welded seams is going to be better than a double wall rim with pin seams. But double wall rim with pin seams, brand by brand, are pretty much the same. Now, sometimes they have different chambers and thicker sidewalls and things like that. But yeah. Retro Gore. Yo, I've been trying to catch you live. Always miss the time difference. Good day. What's up, man? Where are you from? Are you from Australia too? We got a handful of Australian dudes in here. They wake up super early just to make it to the stream. So I'm kind of disappointed in you that you don't wake up at 3 a.m. to get on the stream. But I did this one a little late because honestly, what happened is I woke up at like 10:40. I woke up at 9. I had a killer headache. And I'm like, and then I passed back out and I woke up at 10:40 and I was like, there's no way I can go get an energy drink because I have to have an energy drink, set up this, and get the stream going by 11. No way. So then I was just like, well, I'll just take my time, get it set up and do it. And I was like, what will probably happen is I'll get a different audience of people on here than normal because a lot of people can't make it at that time, especially on Friday, on a weekday. Like I totally understand. You guys have lives, you have jobs. But moral of the story, we got to say welcome to Tim and Retrogore. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out. I really appreciate it. It's always fun to have new people in the stream. And I don't know if you got questions, man, throw the questions in here. Oh, here's where everyone guessed. Use Autobahn for the dent. That's an interesting idea. Take it to a hail repair shop. Say, hey, can you guys get this out for me? Hey, Salt, I feel like I heard somebody has 13s now. Who put out 13s? Hold on. I got to check it out. We're going to find it. 13s, guys. 13 millimeter forks. I saved it. I'm going to pull it up right now because I think I saved it. Maybe not. Who knows? Hold on. I'm just going to look real quick, like half a second if I can't find it really quick. Dude, there. I just opened Instagram there. There's a never mind. There's a guy that I met at Woodward East when I was, what, 14, 15. I went to Woodward East for a week. I met Harry Main, but there's a guy, his name was Todd, and we were all homies, like we were in the same cabin together. Anyway, Todd has decided to make an OnlyFans. And, good for Todd, right? Good for Todd. I hope Todd makes lots of money. But I don't appreciate Todd posting previews of his OnlyFans on Instagram. Like, I opened my Instagram. I was like, oh, Todd's promoting an OnlyFans again. I don't know if he even rides bikes. Dude was crazy though. He wasn't very good. None of us were that good, but he learned flips super easily. And now he's on to bigger and better things. But let me see if no, I can't see it right away. Anyway, I'll find it and I'll tell you who's making 13s. I swear it was 13s because a lot of people wanted something a little bit steeper. And yeah. Pizza or tacos? Pizza for sure. David says tacos though. Chief says pizza tacos. Okay. PJ says, I watched your video on fly bikes and it got me interested in the Scion. There isn't much for videos on it. Any chance you can do a more in-depth video on it in the future, please? Yes, it's on my list, PJ. I think the fly bikes are great. I'm really always impressed with their quality. Price is a little bit high. They liked my post. I tagged them in the top 11 post because did a fly bike make it on there? No, I didn't. Why'd they follow me? Oh, I posted that screenshot on Instagram of the fly video and they followed me after. And I was like, wow, fly follows Dougster Bob. How crazy. So anyway, eventually, PJ, I'll make more. I'll do the whole line, but I've still got to do, I'm dumb. I was really rushing We the People, but I'm like, why am I rushing We the People? They're not even out yet. I should be doing Sabrosa and Fit's bikes are out. I had to get more info about Fit bikes, but now we got it. And fly, I need to do fly. Those videos did really well early on when I did the Proton and stuff because you can't find any content on it. So it's on the list. I'm trying to figure out, you guys can help me out. I'm going to do a poll here. Should I do review type? Okay. So super long and in-depth with lots of rambling. Okay, like rambling, like I'm like, oh yeah, this is double wall, and like the reason it's double wall is because it has this and this, and like, double wall is good, blah blah blah, and like I just kind of go off the screen and I go through it and I go over stuff. Or should they be straight to the point and like just like the We the People ones where I'm like 6 minutes, 5 minutes, I just bang them out, like all the information. They take a lot of time to edit. They take a lot of time to prepare for, but the other ones are a lot longer and it's just me kind of chatting about it. What do you guys like better? Because I really, should it have lots of rambling or should it have lots like quick cuts, quick to the point? What got me is, homie, here, I had a kid, drove me crazy. I mean, I don't know. I get hate comments periodically and I don't really care because I think for every person that hates you, like there's a handful that like you. And that's good. It's a good ratio to have. But he said, damn, I can't find it. Anyway, he said something about how he said, your new videos are cringe. And I'm like, damn, that's crazy. He said, what did he say? Your old bike reviews are better. Your new ones are cringe. And I'm like, shut up. But I also, I dismiss a lot of stuff, but I still take it fairly seriously. And it got me thinking, I'm like, well, maybe the style, like the We the People style, where I'm just sitting there kind of just chatting about it and not super, it's not super production value, but it's like a lot long content. Like I think the We the People line was over an hour and a half of me just talking about them for all the bikes. And now these, the way I've been filming them, would only be 30-40 minutes for all 7-8 bikes. But anyway, what do you guys think? We got some votes right now. We got 75, only 25% say straight to the point, 78% say super long and in depth. But what you guys got to understand, like, it's not going to be all flashy. It's just going to be me sitting here like, like it's not going to be, I hope maybe it's boring. I think it's boring for a lot of people, but that's because I watched a Mr. Beast video and he's like, I just want to make the best videos possible. And he's like, within the first 15 seconds, you already know the storyline. I'm like, he's psycho. The way he makes his videos is psycho. And I'm like, I want to do that. But maybe it's different. Like he's more of an entertainment type channel and I'm not an entertainment channel. So I don't know. I don't know. I always, like I said, I'm just trying to be the best possible. So I'm always playing with different things and trying different things. Kids, I know, freaking kids these days. Jared, I read this. I thought you said I need to eat butter, not eat better. I was gonna say, don't eat butter, man. Don't eat butter. I don't recommend it. Oh, so anyway, PJ, to answer your question, I'll get to fly reviews eventually. I'm beating my head on the wall, and I got to a point recently where I was like, had a lot to do, but I wasn't getting any of it done. I just felt like I was drowning in a to-do list, and it's so tough. It's so tough. Mediocre YouTube problems. Hey, Jared says pizza's basically a taco if you fold it right. Hey, I'm going to get some pizza today. That's what I'm going to do. I don't know, but Jared had me craving ice cream earlier or custard, not ice cream, custard. PJ says, what bike are you selling? Wait, are you talking to me, PJ? Or are you talking to David? I don't know. Are you in El Paso, PJ? Anyway, he says, send me the parts list. Guys, this bike is old. Like, it's a few years old. I mean, I guess not all of it, but profile mini hubs laced to Sun Rhinolite rims. The front wheel has 95% titanium spokes. The back wheel does not. Profile spline drive sprocket, profile cranks. What else? Demolition momentum tires. Odyssey R15s or R25s forks, Colony sweet tooth frame, Colony biomech bars, and S&M redneck stem. I think that's the gist of it. Fully custom, written by me. It's got a Dougster Bob sticker on there. Okay, so camera light came on. It's overheating again. We're at an hour and 40 minutes. This has been fun. I don't know. I just like to hang out with you guys, and honestly, I'm not too pressed for time right now. I don't care too much. Usually I'm like an hour. I got a lot of stuff to do, and I'm just like, I woke up late. It's already 2:45. I'm just gonna chill with you guys and do this. But anyway, what I was getting at is I'm gonna fire off. Like I'm just gonna roll through some questions. So if you guys have last minute questions, throw them in there. I'll answer as many as I can. And then when the camera shuts off, we're done. Okay, camera shuts off. I'm going. I'm getting pizza or something. So I'm gonna look through for last minute questions. Brand says, how long did it take you to learn 360s? Quite a long time. Probably like if I started at 13, I had them within a year, maybe a little after a year, but right around there. The only way you can do them though is you got to learn 180s and then you've got to learn 360 tire taps. Once you learn 360 tire taps, it's a perfect transition into 360s. You just have to learn how to get the back wheel up. But guys, it's not like none of these tricks are going to come easy, and that's the hard truth for a lot of people. I think they want, I don't know, the art of BMX is making it look easy, and like when I do a hop whip, it's supposed to look a lot easier than it really is. When I do a bar spin or a 360 or 180, like you make it look beautiful by doing it thousands of times, and so it's never that easy, and it takes years to learn certain tricks. And now it's quicker, I think, now for a lot of kids who have access to training facilities and good mentors and things like that. But for the average Joe, Me, I didn't have anyone to teach me or ride with. I just had to figure it out. And it took lots and lots and lots of trial and error, lots of trial and error. And when I went to Woodward, I did progress fairly fast because I was around people and had the right environment. But it takes a long time. So expect that. Don't get discouraged and work your way up to it. Just be prepared for that. Grace says, I want to start BMXing and I'm thinking about getting the We the People CRS free coaster. Should I? Is it worth it? Grace, the CRS free coaster actually, what's his name? Gabe, I want to say, or Juan in Phoenix had one for his daughter. It's a really nice looking bike. It's just We the Peoples are expensive, and you can get the same quality for cheaper. Now you won't find the colors. The colors on those We the Peoples are very beautiful, and like I said in the top 11 video, is like it's the higher class brand in my opinion. So like you have Mercedes and you have BMWs in the higher class car world. We the People is kind of like that. You're paying a lot for the name, but there's small things that they do to the bike just to make it um, more attention to detail. So it's a good bike for the price, especially if you're a beginner and you don't weigh more than 130 pounds. Wait, not for the price. It's a good bike if you're a beginner and you weigh under 130 pounds. It's going to be fine, and you get a free coaster. Great. But if you weigh more, or if you're value conscious, like you want the best bang for your buck, that's not the bike for you. It's not a good value bike per se. Brady Builds on YouTube says, hi, can I have a shout out? Sure. Follow Brady Builds on YouTube, on YouTube, on YouTube, on YouTube. Oh, good. Salt, thank you. Theories owned by Merit and heavily endorsed by Montana Ricky. Uh, that's interesting. I don't know much about Merit. I never really pay any attention to him. I think they're just, I don't know. Montana Ricky's an interesting dude. I don't know him very much. He's got a lot of energy, and I don't know him enough to have an opinion. But Merritt is doing interesting things, but they're just kind of like I don't know, the stepsister of BMX. They're not in the spotlight ever, I don't think. Hey, James made it to the live stream also. What's up, James? Thanks for coming on the live stream. This is a long one. I'm just waiting for the camera to turn off, but I don't know if it's going to happen. Watch, it's going to stay for like 2 more hours and I'll just be, please turn off camera. Yeah, Renee, you're right. You are absolutely right. It's Shadow. You're right. I do. I feel like Dan's comp posted it and I shared it on my story or something. Let's double check. Shadow. Instagram sucks. I should be able to just go on here and type in Shadow Forks. And you never know. Like you see something and you're like, oh, that's cool. And then next thing you know, it's not that cool because you can't find it anymore. Dan's comp. This is our last chance. We got to find it on Dan's comp. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, Shadow. Tech Riders get stoked. The new Shadow Conspiracy 13 Forks has, you guessed it, a responsive 13 millimeter offset. So that's it. Good job, Renee. Good job. You're hired. You need a promotion or something. 13. I'll send you guys a link. You can check it out if you want. They're $168 for the Chrome. I got the Shadow Forks, and the coolest thing about it is the packaging. It comes in a cool coffin box. You open it up, and then boom, forks. It's beautiful, beautifully put together. So I'm laughing at your comment, but I'm not going to read it. and butter. That keto diet. Yeah, so I have it on the app. I got them all put on the app, but I'll do videos eventually, PJ, for sure. Oh, you're in Phoenix. Dope, man. Yeah, so I live in New Mexico, but I come to Phoenix quite a bit. Quite a bit. Whenever I feel like going to ride, I'll go to Phoenix. I want to go again, but I was just there. I'm done traveling. I need to like no more traveling. Need to chill, especially being unemployed. K Stinky says you liking the 22. Yes. I was thinking yesterday, so I went up and rode, no, the day before, in El Paso, and I was locking into nose manuals like way better than I've ever done. And so I'm getting used to it, but it made me think that manual question earlier about nose manuals, and I didn't even touch on it, but I'm at the point now, what I'm going through with nose manuals is what I went through with manuals 10 years ago. Like I'm constantly working on finding that balance point and fine tuning it. So like I can hop into it and get into the balance point probably 3 out of 10 times, but I need to, with manuals now, I can get into the balance point 10 out of 10 times. Like every time I'm right where I need to be. So I'm battling to find the balance point in the nose and get it locked in. So I'm doing them every time I session. I find a decently long manual that I wanted, or nose manual that I want to do, and I work on it. So all I work on, nose manual, forever. And the 22s are helping with that immensely. No. Dead Man ordered the King Switch yesterday for full price, and he heard about the sale on the stream, so he called to cancel it. That's hilarious, dude. Dead Man, click my link. Click my link before you order it again, please. Please, it'll make me like $20 or something. I hope you got it canceled and you can reorder it. That's good. They should honor that. That's so hard to I don't know, man. It's weird because like you don't want to say, hey, we're having a sale tomorrow, because you want people to pay full price for it, but you also don't want to take advantage of people either. So anyway, I hope you get that sorted out. Sorry, I'm itching. My sunburn, it itches so bad right now. I hope you get that sorted out, and I hope you save $100. Like that pays for your shipping and everything. Jared says, you've been working on more oppo grinds. You hit that Smith first try. Yeah, a little bit. When I go ride again today, I'm gonna film for a progression video. I'm really gonna try the Feeble Easy 3, Oppo Feeble Easy 3, because that's just a trick I've always wanted to get. And now I'm kind of getting the Feebles, the Oppo Feebles figured out. They took a minute, but all right, Kirk is ordering his tie frame tomorrow, but it'll take, oh, you're ordering it from Laird, huh? Uncle Laird, good deal. Uncle Mike, good old Uncle Mike, building the tie frames. I wish he loved me. Like, I feel like, what if we are related? How crazy would that be? But we're not. I wish Uncle Mike would build me a frame. But anyway, Kirk, when you get it, bro, you got to send pictures. Like, I'm super hyped. That's exciting. You have so many bikes. It's amazing. I'm excited. Oh no. Oh no, guys. Camera died. RIP. You know what that means. You know. Hey, wait. Wow. I think I've been filming the whole stream in 720. Guys, we could have done better quality. I don't know what's going on. I suck. Anyway, camera died. We're on this view. And we'll see if there's, I don't know. I'm just having a lot of fun. Kirk, have a good ride, man. I'm having a lot of fun with these, but SnowFX says, Doug Sir Bob, you're 6'4" or so right. I think most people fail to realize how our balance point's different. Yes, you're very right. And yeah, no, you're exactly right. Because so Nick, for example, I think Nick is 5'6". If you watch the Bike School YouTube, we do videos on manuals, and like for me, I can just barely shift my weight down and back, and I pop into a manual, no problem. Like 215 pounds, 6'4". My center of balance is a lot higher, and so it's easier to move that back over the frame. Whereas someone who's 5'6", Nick has to really get back and throw a lot of effort into picking that bike up. And so I guess for me, I make it, and also though, if you look at my manuals, my front wheel's only this high off the ground, as most bigger people are, where smaller people, their front wheel's a lot higher because they're higher up on the bike to get back where they need to be. So it does. Your height, imagine your center of balance is in the middle of your body. So if you're this tall, your center of balance is right here. And I keep looking over there. But if you're this tall, your center of balance is right here. So you've got to move that based off your height. But no, that's a really good point. And it's something we don't touch on enough at all. Good, very good point. Jen says, I beat Ryan Reynolds in a game of bike a year ago. Wait, is that the Deadpool guy? Nah. Did you for real? He rides bike or what? I got to hear the story. Is this a real story? Don't be lying to me on the live stream. Don't make me look like a fool. But for real, tell me tell me the story right now, Jen, before I get off the stream. I've got to know. Harrison got a radio Bellac. I don't know anything about that, Harrison. I have no idea. I know a little bit about radio bikes, but not like I have Kink Sunday Fit, We the People cult burned in my head, like all the specs and geometries, but not radio. Basically, you bought the bike and now you just got to ride it. And I don't want anyone to ever come across my content like have buyer's remorse. I don't want that to happen. If you buy a bike without looking at the content, like you've got a bike, that's all that matters now, right? Quit worrying about the quality and ride the bike. And then as you go, the cool thing about BMX is you can upgrade and you can change and you can make it however you want to make it. So anyway, your radio is fine and it's what you make of it. So just don't stress, ride the bike, upgrade the bike. You already have it. Don't worry. Don't stress. All right. You made a great bike. Where's the story about, Jen, where's the Ryan Reynolds story? I've got to know it. Snow says that Laird should do a Laird X Laird collab. That'd be funny. We could, Scotty Kramer did that interview with him. Dude, he doesn't need any more exposure. Like the wait list is already crazy enough and no way. But it'd be fun to just, I don't know. We could do like a family reunion. Like, hey, look, the Lairds together. We both ride BMX. The funniest story, I feel like, I don't know, some of you guys have heard this, some of you guys haven't, but I came across him on Instagram. I had no idea who he was. Okay, absolutely no idea. No idea. And I come across this guy and I was like, whoa, his last name's Laird. My last name's Laird. That's crazy. And so like I DM'd him and I was all, yo, we both ride BMX and we both have the same last names. How crazy is that? He didn't even open it. He didn't reply, nothing. So I feel a little hurt, Uncle Mike, but I'm hurt. But then I found out who he was. I'm like, oh, he's like a legend. That's crazy. Okay, Jen, I'm very disappointed. You're not going to tell me the Ryan Reynolds story. I think it's a lie. Do you guys think it's facts or cap? You think Jen's lying or you think Jen's telling the truth? I don't know. Anyway, I think that's it, guys. We are going to go eat some food, cry about my broken hard drive, maybe ride some bikes, film some stuff for you guys. This live stream has been super fun, even though the camera... We won't even talk about it. Guys, what I want you to do this weekend, right now, type in here, what trick are you going to land, okay? Type it, set it in, lock it in. Oppo, I'm typing in mine right now. Feeble 360. Oppo Feeble 360. That's what I'm doing. Is it going to type in or what? Type in the tricks you're going to learn this weekend, and next live stream, you guys have to tell me if you landed your trick or not. If I land my trick, you guys will see it posted up on the as a short or something like that, and you guys will know what it's from. So put in your tricks right now. I've got to know. Jen says that there's a guy at my skate park named Ryan Reynolds, not the movie act, not the superstar. Okay. Damn, you got me all excited. I was like, what? You just cruising around and Ryan Reynolds was like, yo, let me ride your bike. And you're all, bro, I'll play you in a game bike. And I don't know. I was expecting a better story than that, but that was funny. That was funny. Okay. All right, guys, I'm leaving. I had a lot of fun with you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you